Alright guys, I just made my EDC video and I told you guys I would show you my Bob bag or EDC bag. The term Bob stands for bailout bag. I use that term loosely. Most people consider a Bob bag something you keep in the closet and store, and if something goes down you just grab it and go. I kind of use the terms interchangeably between Bob bag and EDC bag. This is just a general purpose bag that I use to carry a bunch of different tools and accessories, so I have them close by. Whenever I go somewhere, this is in the car. Whatever vehicle I'm in, this is in the car, in the trunk, in the back seat. It comes with me almost everywhere. If I go into a building that I'm going to be in there for a while, sometimes I'll bring this with me, if it's hard to get back to the car. Most of the times it just stays in the car. But it is close by. And like I said, these are things that I have with me, but not on me. This actual bag here I got from countycom.com. They have a couple different versions of it, different colors. I like the green. It's cool. I thought about black, but it's a little, I don't know, it's a little over tactical. I like black a lot. I just prefer the green for this application. Anyway, it's a great bag. It gives you enough room to pack a whole lot of stuff. I mean, I got stuff in here that I use all the time, and I have stuff that I never use that's not a necessity. However, keep in mind that certain items here that I have in the bag are just more for fun. In other words, they're not things I use all the time. Now, this bag comes with me in somewhat of an urban environment as well as, a middle of nowhere type environment. I mean, it's kind of urban and rural. I don't live in a major city, and I don't live out in the boonies. I'm in between. I'm in the suburbs, so I have items that kind of go both ways. But anyway, I'll talk more as I get to specific items. Anyway, I want to give this kind of far shot because now I'm going to come up close. And, well, let me flip it around and show you the other side here. That's the configuration on the other side. So now I'm going to actually just come in close so I can actually reach around the camera. Bear with me just a second here. It's kind of awkward, such a big item. But I'll go through all the different pockets and what I carry and everything. First, I'll start in the back here. This is kind of the back of the bag. First thing right on top. Small bag, nice little convenient flap here. Grab it, quick opening. On the left side here, these are two small pockets. I actually keep an empty matchbox. I keep this empty here during my day. If I come across something small and I don't want to lose it, I put it in here and then put it in my bag. Maybe, I don't know, I come across something, falls apart, and I have little screws or something like that. I'll pop it in here. Sometimes I'll keep a little Ziploc bag in here so I don't lose things. But it's empty. I don't keep matches in there. I just keep this as a kind of a storage box. Now the other container, or the other side here, I keep a Zippo. Now this is, a Zippo I use for a lot of my tricks and stuff like that. It's one of my favorite users. I customized this myself. It's just a 1937 replica Zippo. This happened to be made in 2000. And I took an emblem off of another lighter and kind of epoxied it on. Now what I have inside this Zippo is not a regular insert. It's actually a Diamond brand insert. And how it works, it looks like a regular Zippo, but it actually works off of butane. Open this up, I'll show you. It's a little bit hard to get into the case, but not a big deal. It's kind of like the Z Plus insert. However, it's a different application. It's not like a jet flame. It works just like a regular Zippo. You have a spark wheel and everything else. Your cam here, when this goes down, the fluid starts going out. Okay, so when it's up, the fluid's not leaking. This is airtight. It does use butane fuel. So this is it's the form of a regular Zippo. Use it like a regular Zippo, has a regular flame like that. However, it doesn't lose its fuel over time. The one problem you have with regular Zippos and inserts is that over time your fuel leaks. You can't do anything about it. If you store it for long periods of time, it's going to be empty. This way, with this insert, I can store this as long as I want. Like I said, use it like a regular Zippo, like I normally would. And I don't have to worry about, breaking it out and all of a sudden I don't have any fuel left. It does have a clear body here. You can see how much fuel, if you look up, up into the light. It's just a really good addition. Now, I didn't really talk about this much. It does not have a wick, as you can see there. It's just a little, well, it's going to be very hard to see, but it's a little hole, just like a regular butane lighter. But it works just like a regular Zippo, which I love. It's the same look. It's the same feel that I'm used to. but it's fuel that lasts a lot longer. I didn't really talk about this because these are very, very hard to find. Like I said, Thunderbird is the brand. It says American Vintage here. Like I said, I don't know where to get these, so I didn't want to make a video because, you know, you guys would be like, oh, it's cool, I want one. I really have no idea where to get these. I apologize. But if you can find them, they're very cool. There is a flame adjustment here, which I happen to have it on the low flame to conserve fuel, but you can raise that up pretty high. There you go. You see it shuts the flame right off, the fuel, once that goes up. So once you close your Zippo, you're not losing any fuel anymore. The one problem I have with this, besides it being just a little bit tight, is that when I open this, generally, it worked that time, but sometimes the cam won't go all the way down, so I have to just push it down before I light the lighter. But it's a great setup. I absolutely love it. Works for me. If you could find one, that's great. But again, I apologize. I have no idea where to get them. Underneath that, another pocket here. This is where I keep my Leatherman Wave. Did a full video on that. Don't need to show it. Convenient. That's what people ask me, you know, where's your multi-tool? Well, I keep it in my bag. So it's close by. On the right side here, I have actually 2 tins of mints. They're both icebreakers. I got these recently, and I bought a couple of each kind so that I can keep replenishing them as I go through them. They're pretty cool. This is Icebreakers Restores, and it's just a metal tin. You have your little candy there, but these actually have a bunch of vitamins in them. This is good for when you're sick, you have a cold and stuff like that. They taste actually very good, pomegranate and lemon. I like the way they taste, and like I said, you know, if I'm kind of sick, I'll pop a couple of these. It helps a little bit. These are Icebreaker Energy Mints. These are very, very strong mint. I'm not a big mint person. I prefer spearmint over peppermint. They're very strong, but these actually have caffeine in them for energy. So, as you can see, I didn't have as many of these as I had these. But they're just good to have. You know, who knows when you're going to get stuck somewhere and you're going to need a little boost. So, I keep those in there. Sometimes I'll put gum in this pack. I'm not a big gum chewer. I'll have it every now and then. Let's see, this other pouch on this side. This I normally don't get into much, but this has 3 things in it. These are my drinks. If I'm somewhere where there's nothing to drink, but I happen to have some water, I have a way to make drinks. I have 4 or 5 tea bags. These are chamomile tea, which actually happens to be my favorite flavor tea, and it's also great for when you're sick. If you have a cold or something, chamomile is great. Another cool trick is that if you have pink eye, if you get pink eye, you can actually make the tea, you drink the tea, which will help your immune system, and then you take the tea bag that's still wet, and you kind of rub it on your eye, back and forth, and that actually helps secure pink eye, and that's worked. Not on me. I read this tip on the internet, and when one of my friends had pink eye, I told him to do that, and it actually helped quite a bit. Then I have these instant drink mix. You know, these are just lemonade. Very, very simple. So if I have water, but I have nothing to drink, and I want to flavor the water, I can make hot tea, or I can make, you know, cold lemonade. And then, of course, I have a thing of equal tablets here. They're just small little tablets. This is just a way to sweeten stuff. I like tea a lot, but I like my tea not super sweet, but I like it sweet. If there's no sugar in it or any sweetener of any kind, it's kind of bland, you know. So anyway, that's just my kind of backup drink situation in case, like I said, I'm out somewhere and want something to drink. So, that's the front area here. What's really cool about this bag that I actually did not realize until I must have had this bag for 2 or 3 weeks before I even knew it was here. Someone actually told me about it. I had no idea. But there's a hidden pocket right here. It looks like this is maybe a seam, but there's actually a Velcro strip that goes all the way across. It's nice and tight. There's a hidden pocket in here for your gun. And I think that's awesome, and I've actually used this twice. I was out somewhere, and I realized, one time I was going to my sister's school, and I realized you cannot have a gun in schools and some public buildings, like courthouses and things like that. So I actually had to stash my gun in here and leave it in the car. And this is awesome because, I mean, if someone steals your bag, they're going to take all your crap anyway, which would really stink. But it's a good, convenient pocket. You know, if someone's rifling through your stuff, chances are they're not going to look in there. So it's a good a good place to stash a gun, whether you're stashing it there for, to hold it there for use, or you're stashing away. In my case, where I just, had to go somewhere where I couldn't have a gun, it's a good place to put it. So let's flip around here. Let me show you the side first. I keep a little D-ring, or excuse me, a carabiner ring here. It's on a D-ring. Okay, this is where you attach your shoulder strap for this bag. I keep a little carabiner on here with 3 simple tools. I have a pen, twist on, twist off pen, quick access to it. I also have 2 pens here in these pen pouches. Actually, I have a clicky Sharpie marker, and then I have a regular pen here. Again, just quick access, so I don't have to open my bag or going through any compartments. I have a mini Sharpie, and then I have a spare Zippo fuel canister. This is for if I'm carrying a regular Zippo insert, or let's say I'm with someone who has a Zippo and they run out. Guess what? I got fuel for them, because I'm a nice friend like that. You can store extra flints in there, but I don't. I always keep extras in my, in my insert itself. And on the side here, you have actually 2 Nalgene pouches on both sides of this bag. I only carry one most of the time. I keep this pouch open for other things if I want to carry a radio or something. On this other D-ring, I keep my keys, and I keep a spare cheapo combination lock in case I need to lock something up. But let's see. Here's your Nalgene pouch. You can throw any bottle you want here. Nalgene bottles are fine. I happen to like the Camelback bottles. I think they're great, so that's what I happen to use. But again, anything works. And then you have a strap, kind of a bungee strap here to keep it in place, which is good, so it's not bouncing around or falling out. And usually this stuff here I'll tuck into that, the spare room next to the bottle, just so they're not jiggling around either. Now, as I showed, there's 2 pen pockets here, and there's a larger pocket here for a flashlight. This is quick access to a flashlight. I have a simple flashlight sheath and a very simple Night Eyes upgraded LED mag light. Not super bright, but for quick light, it's fine, easily accessible. Now, on the front of the bag here, I have one big major pocket, and then I have a long pocket on the bottom. Now, this pocket here, I keep my lights. This pocket happens to fit perfectly a 2C mag light. I have a better LED upgrade in this. This is a fantastic light. I think I did a comparison video showing this outside. A lot of throw, very smooth beam. It is fully adjustable, your beam. I just love it. I love this light. It comes in handy. It's my bigger light I have. Whatever flashlight I happen to have on me, if it's not enough light, or if I'm outside looking for something, I'll grab this. It's a bigger light. I also happen to keep another backup light in here. This is that, actually 2 of them. A little tiny LED upgraded mag light, or yeah, it's a mini mag, the solitaire. And then I also keep this cheapo Walmart light. If I'm with someone, I'll usually give this to them, so they can use the light, whatever they need it for. This way, if they break it, lose it, whatever, I don't have to worry about it. It's a cheapo one, but it actually puts out a decent amount of light. I think I had a full review on that. Alright, so now I have this big pocket here in the front. Now in this pocket here, I keep that pocket organizer. Also in green, so it matches, which is kind of cool. I've had a video on this in the past. A couple people have these. They're awesome. Again, got it at CountyCom. It's only 10 bucks. I keep a bunch of stuff in here. And sometimes, before I open this, sometimes I'll grab just this. If I'm going somewhere in someone else's car and I don't want to take this whole bag, I'll grab just this for the stuff I have in here. And I'll put this in the leg pocket of my cargo pants. This has a couple basic tools. I have a couple extra pens here, another Sharpie, which always comes in handy. I have micro screwdriver here, mechanic screwdriver. I have a very simple sharpening rod here. Some paper in the back, a couple pads of paper. Let's see what else I have in here. I have a bag with microfiber cloth, a little pack of 4 AA batteries. Behind there I have a small little first aid kit, some basic bandages, stuff like that. So this is always good to have. So that's what I keep in the front pouch here. So that's a lot of stuff already, and that's just the exterior of the bag. So let's move on in to the actual bag on the inside. What's nice, you have the nice heavy duty handles here. It does have a snap in the middle to keep the handles together. Button snap. You have 2 zippers on the top here, which are good. You can put them to either side or center if you want, doesn't matter. Now this, right now I have this kind of packed out for winter. A couple of the first items you're going to see, obviously, winter related. So keep that in mind. As seasons change, I'll take a couple items out and put different ones in. But I have that face mask that I used in my breacher shotgun video. When it's bitter cold out and the wind's blowing, this thing really saves your face. Nice and comfortable. It is orange, you know, for hunting if you want to go hunting or something. Good visibility.